Christmas Eve 2009, and we actually might have a white Christmas. The first one in over, what do they say, 70 years. So we'll see how it plays out. And we're under a blizzard warning, which I think is pretty cool. I feel like I'm in Colorado. It's my beautiful ryegrass. Just trying to stick. My little native plants, I don't think they're gonna make it. Okay, I'm back out an hour later. Okay, I'm back. It's now like 3.5 hours later. I had to go to church, but my parties are good. Hey, look, my little cantina. This is Craig's car. He didn't drive his four-wheel drive truck because I guess he wanted to feel like he was a badass driver, I suppose. We're supposed to have 50-mile-an-hour winds tonight and snow, so it's beautiful. I could do this forever. I'm going back inside now. I'm in shorts, by the way. So I gained like 20 pounds.
That's what's going to be good.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
this shouldn't take taking place too far back.
Oh, we had that tomorrow.
Either way, whenever you want it to.
Yeah. Okay, keep Chanel here. You know what? I think we can put this meat in the garage. It's cold enough, isn't it? Because I got to start cooking.
Hey, just put it out in the backyard. Don't freeze. Really good back there.
True. It will freeze.
Just me.
Okay.
A couple times earlier,
Good, man.
when I was outside, man, this stuff was hitting my ears. You get my toboggan.
Take your coat off.
I love this weather. I could like do this like 300 times a year.
Hi, Tim.
I like it. It's
Okay.
Something different. And
blowing
we'll be
like
glad.
it is,
And we'll be glad to have it in like middle July.
just hitting you all on the face and it's wet and cold. And it doesn't take long. Your hands got numb quick.
Yeah. It's good football weather.
I'm gonna set this
Great
in the
football
garage.
weather.
I think it's cold enough.
These are some more gifts. We got so many gifts, we have to put gifts in different rooms. That's a good problem to have. I guess the birds won't be taking a bird bath tonight. Or anytime soon. The fact that it's supposed to be 18 degrees tonight.
Does this need to go in the refrigerator? Oh, this is the, anything else need to go in the refrigerator?
I think it's closest in my closet. If you're looking for them, that's where they're at.
Well,
Okay, it's Christmas morning. It's like 10 o'clock. I got here late. Oh well, I was supposed to be here at 9. Mom has a lot of cleaning up to do.
Because he bought some property to build a house. It's pretty good. Well, I got they weren't that progressive. They're the cutest little things.
They're like under 5 years old.
4 or 5.
We got a white Christmas. Unbelievable. Try not to bust my butt. This is Craig's hoopty car. Of course, they could probably outrun All of our cars. Even my hoopty truck. Okay, I learned my lesson not to leave a hand trowel out here nor the water meter out here. And I'll also learn my lesson not to relieve the sprinkler out here. I did clean off the deck, but it got covered again. This is a snowman, not a snowball. Oh, my feet are wet. I thought you were building a snowman.
Where's Jason? I can't find him. Don't come by me. Don't get the camera wet.
I thought you were supposed to build your own, Jeff. I thought that's what it was. I was wondering if the snowball fight would be. Yep.
Is it flurrying now? Or is it flurrying now?
No, I think it's just throwing the snowball.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be why it's flurrying.
All right. I had my fun.
Alright, you go inside, Jeff.
He threw them back.
Hey man, someone hit me on the snowball.
Hey, you got leaves in your snowman.
I know.
Oh my God.
Hold on, I gotta take a picture. I don't know how I'm gonna take a
Hold on, I'm
picture.
not done yet.
Grandma, you're in my way. Excuse me, please.
Now, little
Mom,
Cinderella.
get out of Chanel's way.
Bossy.
Be nice. We're on camera. We need to act nice when the camera's rolling.
We need to light the candles. Can you believe this?
A woman in
Think we
action.
were rich.
We are rich. What are you talking about? We just act like we're poor, but we're really rich.
I'm trying to take a
Be ready to open all the presents.
And
Yeah, I need a scissors.
I got a knife right there.
This isn't gonna be good video, but we will have to do.
Careful, it's open, it's
It's
sharp.
very sharp.
Ooh,
Ding.
You carry that on you, Jeff?
Who's that gift from?
Oh, wow.
from Jeff.
From Jeff. It's Jeffrey.
I better be nice to you when you come and get me and all.
Cruise vacation. The world awaits for you. 2 adults, 4 nights. Oh, to Mexico.
Open the other one.
Did I get 2 cruises?
No, you get one.
You get to choose out of one of them.
What, you can go any of these places?
Mm-hmm.
No, those are the hotels you can stay in Hawaii.
You're taking your granddaughter, right?
That was the talk.
I thought I'd take my sister.
I figured Aunt Edna would be a pretty
One's
good choice.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. I mean, Jeff,
Yeah, Billy is still wonderful though.
I wish, Jeff, I wish I had a son like you.
To Craig.
You just gone up and right.
Hi.
Wow. Let's just call this Jeff's day then.
Okay,
So
let's see what
Jesus'
everybody else
day.
gets now.
You got the gift of the day, Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Chanel, when you get, when you're saying job, you can take me on another one.
Billy.
Maybe your kids will send you.
Do
I'm
it.
not having kids, okay? So
Uh-oh.
be lucky.
Let everybody
Craig.
open their thing before you.
You just
Well, I'm just
See
giving
what-
Just do one at a time.
I'll just
Okay.
back him
I'll
over
stack
here.
them over here.
Dad, I guess go ahead since you're opening.
It's
I like that bag.
Okay.
Bags are
Blue
cute.
card. There we go. Okay, I need to see first of all.
Here. Here.
You'll think you're winding that paper and that knife will be in there.
Who's this from, so I may know?
I'm singing it in German. The original.
Wow, it's a box.
It's a box.
Snuggie. Oh, just like you need out there on
Who's
the
this from?
prairie dog hunt. A Snuggie.
All right, you can take my picture now,
Just
honey.
camouflage
Dad,
you in
whenever
good
you-
shape, Billy.
Dad, do this. Like the commercial, you know?
I got my Snuggie.
Dad, just please do it.
Raise the roof.
Play along, Billy.
Oh,
Take
I'm
it out.
recording. I'm taking
For the
pictures.
picture, you gotta do this.
Just leave it open.
You save these, don't you, hon?
Me.
You don't throw these away.
This. for
They
me?
even make
Okay,
snuggies
now I
for
know.
dogs.
I thought I put on there it was for me.
What? That's
Hold on,
not.
hold on, hold it,
Hold on, hold
hold
on.
the box
Chanel,
up
Chanel,
and do
wait.
this.
I'm holding the box. I got the box.
Okay.
Sand in them and,
Send
You
you
gotta do
what?
it too.
you know, the
Yeah.
Snuggie, the
Oh, you like
thing,
that.
so
Bibles like that now.
Uh-huh, yeah. And you can actually download the Bible on the app on your phones.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because a lot of times I'll see people at church and they're just doing their Bible on
You
their
get an
phone.
iTunes.
Because I'm like, are you texting? Or, yeah.
Dad, see when you buy
You're
me an
really
iTunes,
gone all
I'll get
out,
my
Jess.
Bible on the phone.
You can probably do it on your BlackBerry.
Well, this can be the Christmas that Jeff stole.
Yeah.
You just like go onto the
Oh, I don't
whatever
know.
provider you're
But
with.
not
They're
wonderful.
wonderful.
That's what he's saying. You always pass out one set of presents.
Pass them out. We only been through them once.
Put your snuggie.
No, that's
That's what I
funny.
Oh,
got.
that's another one I like too.
Okay,
It's got Rudolph.
what does this one go to? Gertie,
Yeah,
that's you.
Gertie must have been extra nice this
I
year.
have been awful good this year, yeah.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
to see you changed your ways from last year. You were pretty
I'm glad
nice
you didn't
last
hear what you
year.
said at the dinner table.
I don't know. Those,
What did I say?
the B
Better
word.
straighten that for next year. About the
Grandma.
nurse.
Oh, the
The
canine.
nurse, yeah.
Oh, about the canine species?
Hold on. There's,
Spicer.
Hold them up,
I
Mom.
need a new front door mat. I'm getting kind of
Bless this home, Schultz.
Spicer.
cool.
Bless this home.
I didn't know if you'd like them, but
Can't
Good
turn.
idea.
I like that, Chanel.
Very good, Chanel.
Good job.
Aw.
did I spell your name right?
Can you spell
Let me
cow?
take your picture.
Craig, I'm sorry.
Thank you,
I missed
Mary.
out.
Chanel. Thank you, baby. Chanel, thank you.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome.
This is really appreciated. Gosh, I just
It's
come
a
over.
personal gift.
I just come over for dinner, you know.
Do they spring printed?
Listen,
I don't. I ordered them offline.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, large, extra large.
thank you
Yes.
very much.
You're welcome.
We have another package somewhere for you.
Yeah,
That was your little.
You just
I
go all
wore
over
it
the
with
place.
pride.
an appetizer.
Oh, okay.
I wear it with pride.
Okay. We'll try it on. If it don't fit, we can take it back.
No.
Change it.
Do you need the knife or you just gonna?
No, I'm gonna open this.
What's Craig opening?
Oh, one for me. That's all.
It's a box.
I'm glad we got your box.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, the box.
Oh,
It's
Grandma
box, it's a plane.
taped it well enough.
There should be a knife around here.
Well, she didn't want any
It's yonder.
peeky booers around.
Peeky booers.
Picky booers. Jiggy booers.
Yeah. Chicken doers? Okay.
Got a Bible case.
Doesn't have a Bible in it.
Oh, that's nice.
No.
No, just a box.
Oh,
It's got a pen and a pen.
What is it?
Bible's coming later.
It's a pretty color.
Yeah, I got for my
Your
grandkids
dad
one
can write your name
Bible
on it.
cases. They looked like they were
Yep.
embroidered, you know,
This is cool.
petite point embroidered. They were real pretty. But this I
Should I
put
paint
in
it?
church
Just-
one time.
Yeah.
I
Do what Joel says. He says, this is my Bible. I am what it says and I can have what it says. Something like that. He always says that.
Let's set it up there.
leave this in it so it'll be easier to paint. Thanks, sir.
Bet you,
It looks like it will.
bet you will.
Organic cotton.
Really soft.
Isn't cotton organic? I mean, cotton grows.
They don't
but-
have any sprayed.
Oh, is that what they're?
Look at them.
10% organic cotton, 90% cotton.
So I wonder why they do that.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, look at those.
It's all sitting right back on the boat. Hotel's one. I
It's
guess
supposed to
about
see
it.
if it said something.
What is it, a comma?
It's camouflage.
Camo shirt.
Camo tee.
That's
Ought to be
nice.
He can wear that under his snuggie.
Right.
This is Gertie's.
Thank you guys.
Dad, this is yours.
My goodness.
Gertie, you must have been really good.
I
this
made
year.
out like a champ.
Either
didn't
that
I?
or you really duped him this year.
Or you really bribed Santa.
From Chanel. That's right, Chanel.
Grandma, this is yours. This is heavy.
Jason Scott.
I
Thank
have
you.
some little tiny sacks over there, and I think there's more than one present in each.
I like them.
Um,
She hopes you do too.
Chanel.
Jason Scott.
Thank you. I got another gift.
TJ Rodriguez.
I've really been good for sure.
PJ Rodriguez.
You got your pair of new jeans.
Ooh.
Cool.
Now, those won't be your work shoes.
Some Jordans.
Snap shoes.
Thank you, Bowie.
Got some
Hold on.
Jordans.
I noticed the last time when you was over at my
TJ
house.
Rodriguez.
My goodness, PJ did good.
I looked at him, I thought, that's cool guy. his shoes, I don't know if, you know, he just had on.
All right, 1,
the
2, 3,
ones he
Billy.
had on when he
Gotcha.
come by there.
Oh, sorry.
Hold up. Ready?
you like 'em,
1,
Earl?
2, 3.
Beautiful.
Gotcha.
They're smooth, yes.
I like them.
Did they met all the criteria?
Right.
And you always tried them on before, right?
I don't know. This has 13.
Hopefully.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look, King James
I'll
Reference
talk about it
Bible.
later. Thank you very much for that.
You know, my ex-husband called me this last week. He found out I was in the hospital, I guess, and he said, "Do you know where you're going when you die?" And I said, well, you know, I hope so.
Who
And
said this?
my ex-husband,
Which one?
which one? I don't have one.
I don't know. Daryl?
Uh-huh. Anyway, so he says the Lord had told him
Did you need those?
to ask me, you know, to be,
Got the lids on them, storage? Good.
Is he still in church?
Thank you.
And
That's
I
like-
think you better have enough.
He told
So
me.
you don't want to get a desk with that?
He told me I could have whatever I want.
Could get your desk in your front.
That'll work.
I don't have an iPod anymore.
Can't you put music on
Thank you,
your phone?
PJ.
No.
here you go, dear.
Okay, thank you.
Good. I can't play it in my car.
Got a CD player?
Well, thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody.
We all look so tired
This is
from
just-
opening all these presents.
This is totally
Your stand must
unexpected
be out in the garage for your chimney.
and totally undeserved.
Predicting whiteout conditions.
Well, there's a possibility that could occur. We've already seen blizzard conditions across parts of West Texas, Abilene, for example, and even as far north as Wichita Falls. Blizzard conditions have been occurring right now. We're going to watch and see if that happens here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area over the next 3 to 4 hours. But as of right now, we've seen a lot of snow, and I want you to take a look at what's happening outside at this moment in the immediate Dallas-Fort Worth area as we go to News 8 Dopplernet. I'll give you a quick update here. What's happening is that we have rain just falling here, depicted in green. We have some rain and a little bit of sleet depicted there in that purple. And then, of course, the white, as we put all this in motion, the white is just plain old snow. So we have a kind of a mixed bag, and it's right on schedule. And I do believe we will see some snow accumulations, too. But as we zoom out, look what's happening to the west of us right now. And to the west, that's where we have just all snow. Snow is falling in Montague County from St. Joe to Montague to Nocona to Bowie, down to Alvord, and then Jacksboro, Grayford, Mineral Wells. We're also looking at Santo. Strawn, you're seeing snow, very, very strong winds. That extends from Archer City to Graham on down toward Breckenridge and Eastland. Eastland right now, we're getting some reports, and you see this real white area within the snow. That's the heavier bands of snow. Some locations in Eastland right now have already picked up 3 inches of snow. 2 inches of snow have already fallen in Young and Stevens County. So these are areas, of course, to the west of Fort Worth and also to the southwest, but accumulating snow has already been occurring. Let's zoom out even a little bit wider because this extends all the way back toward Abilene and even a little bit farther west than that. Not depicted up on the radar because it's a little bit lighter, but this is a pretty intense band of snow that's moving into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. As a matter of fact, right now we're going to head to our Denton Tower Cam, and as you take a look at that tower cam, check out what's happening in Denton. Some snow and some rain occurring right now in Denton. So that's what's happening there. Temperatures have dropped into the middle to lower 30s in Denton. Check out our next tower cam and you will see it's a fairly similar picture right now. That next tower cam continues to show the snow and the rain mix. That snow and rain mix is going to stay with us for the next several hours. This is, of course, downtown Dallas. Low clouds in place, rain and snow falling. I expect in downtown Dallas the rain to mix with the snow for the next hour or two and then change into all snow a little bit after that. The next tower cam that we're going to check out, that next one is in Victory. That's our DFW tower cam. DFW right now is reporting snow, so snow at DFW and at Victory, rain and snow mix. That will continue to stay the case for an hour or two in Dallas, and then we expect it to change into all snow. So that's the latest on our tower cams. Temperatures right now in the middle to lower 30s. And as you take a look at this satellite and radar composite across the state of Texas, look what's happening. It extends very heavy snow up toward Oklahoma City, between Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls. Some locations there could pick up anywhere from 4 to 8, possibly higher amounts of snow in those spots. So it's all moving in our direction. It's an upper level low. It's an area surface low and a cold front. The combination of all that spells temperatures are cold. Wichita Falls 26. It's 35 officially right now at DFW, 27 in Abilene, and 26 the current temperature in Childress. But the winds, that's going to be a big story because we've already had interstates closed. I-20, for example, out near Abilene, that was closed due to drifting snow a little bit earlier today. 38-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Childress. The same in Abilene, 29 right now in Wichita Falls, and just 21 at DFW. But those winds that are to the west of Dallas and Fort Worth, that's what's going to move in a bit later on today. And as those winds do move in, that's where we have blizzard warnings, winter storm warnings, and winter weather advisories. Jennifer Shax in the Weather Department with us. And Jennifer, give us an update on these warnings, the watches, and the advisories.
Good afternoon, Pete. Yeah, the update for the blizzard warning, it came out just before 10 o'clock outside of the viewing area, just off to the north and west. We think of a couple of things. We think blizzard warning, you probably think of a lot of snow, but it can also be just because of a lot of blowing snow. And that's been the situation this afternoon, with those north winds picking up, gusting to 50 and 60 miles an hour. Visibilities have been less than a quarter of a mile for our northwestern region outside of the viewing area. That blizzard warning means that winds sustained above 35 miles an hour, visibility less than a quarter of a mile. And that system, as Pete watched the radar, is moving to the east as it heads into our viewing area. The winter storm warning at this point for our purple counties until 6 o'clock, including Denton, is still a winter storm warning. But if that visibility drops off and the snow continues to come down at that rate, we may have to upgrade that. We'll watch the National Weather Service if they upgrade that to a blizzard warning. Our winter weather advisory, pink counties, including Dallas and Fort Worth, lasting through 6 o'clock this evening. So a lot going on. Some of them may last a little bit longer as we head through the afternoon. Wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service extends this, especially for our north and northeastern counties, as it lifts out this evening. So a lot going on with the advisories and warnings in place. And I think we'll see a lot more pop up as we head through the afternoon. Pete?
Well, and Jennifer, what we're looking at here is about 1 to 3 inches of snow in the immediate Dallas-Fort Worth area. Amounts will be higher as we head to the north, so just stay tuned and check that out. I believe, as a matter of fact, we do have that snowfall forecast to take a look at this. 1 to 3 inches right now in the immediate Dallas-Fort Worth area. You get up along the Red River from Sherman to Gainesville on over toward Wichita Falls, 3 to 5 inches plus. And then our southern and southeastern counties could pick up a dusting to an inch of snow. So those are the snowfall totals that are in the forecast. Right now, temperatures at DFW have dropped to 35 degrees, but I expect them to continue to drop as we head through the next several hours. And we're going to take a look at one of our weather bugs, and that weather bug will show you what's happening in Abilene. And what's happening in Abilene, those are the temperatures. What's happening in Abilene is what's in our forecast. Look at that. That's at the West Central Texas Council of Government. That's in Abilene. It's 28 degrees right now. Winds of 20 to 21 miles an hour. So, of course, you're going to have wind chills in the teens, accumulating snow. And again, what's on the ground in Abilene, that's what's moving in our direction. And check out those temperatures one more time across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And you'll see for yourself, we're not far from freezing. Fort Worth's at 34 degrees. It's 38 in McKinney. The same in Lancaster. Dallas is at 36. The same in Waxahachie and Burleson. Decatur already dropped to 32. That's why you're seeing all snow right now in Decatur. So as we drop off here the next few hours, temperatures will fall, snow will continue. And what I'd like you to do is send us some weather pictures. Just submit those photos to us at WFAA.com/unews, WFAA.com/unews. And I'll get them on the air. We'd love to see them because the snow is on its way, Tracy Johnson, and I know that's going to create some travel problems later today. Give us an update on what's happening outside right now.
Well, it already has. Thanks, Pete. As we're watching traffic across the viewing area, it is picking up and it is very heavy. The biggest of the mess traffic-wise we're seeing in Dallas County along 635. It is a mess. Seeing several accidents on that eastbound side of 635 as you approach Forest Lane and Abrams Road. That accident blocking the right-hand lane. That has been there for about the last 45 minutes, and so not even in the clearing stage yet. So we make our way back east across, or close to Midway. That accident on the right-hand shoulder, but still causing quite a bit of a slowdown as you make your way a little bit closer to the Dallas Tollway and then making your way onto 75. Seeing some slowdown as you make your way through the Richardson corridor as well. Back along 635 to 35, a mess. We have an accident at the northbound side of 35E as you approach 635, and then heavy congestion as you continue on to 35E northbound into Denton County. Just one accident in Fort Worth, but that's in the clearing stage, so the biggest mess in Dallas County. That's a look at your traffic. Cynthia, back to you.
Thank you, Tracy. And as you can imagine, this winter storm is making it hard for people trying to fly out of North Texas today. This is a live picture from our DFW International Airport tower cam, and it started snowing there just before 11 this morning at the airport. There are already dozens of flight cancellations and even more delays. Channel 8's Monica Diaz live at DFW. She's the one who called to let us know it was snowing there. Good afternoon, Monica.
Good afternoon, Cynthia. And yes, it has been snowing here for the past hour, and the cancellations keep on going up. We're now looking at 135 departure flights that have been canceled. American Airlines and other carriers are already starting to de-ice some of their planes. They've been keeping an eye on this storm all morning long, and of course they're keeping an eye on it this afternoon. Their concern right now is the icy conditions and if this rain turns into freezing rain, and if there are winds that move in, strong winds that will move in into the area. Strong winds could force the airlines to stop de-icing their planes, and that could lead to more delays, but passengers here are rolling with the punches.
Yeah, so it's getting like, am I going to make it or not? My daughter's in San Jose waiting for me, so I'm hoping. My mom is 89, and I'd really like to spend Christmas with her, but you know, it is what it is, so we'll see how it goes.
And again, more cancellations could be on the way. If you are heading to the airport, make sure to check with the carrier to see if your flight's on time. It might be canceled. We'll keep you posted. Live at DFW International Airport, Monica Diaz, Channel 8 News.
And Southwest has started de-icing planes at Love Field. Brad Hawkins with Southwest Airlines joins us live on the phone. And Brad, are there any cancellations at this point?
Space heaters, faucet covers, driveway de-icer, antifreeze, and pipe insulation. And Angela Brown, who has a young son, bought a plastic disc she hoped he could use as a makeshift sled.
I think it would be great to have a white Christmas. My son's excited.
We're hoping for snow so that...
Now down here, again, there isn't much traffic downtown. It seems like a lot of people are taking the day off, and we're going to be taking the day off tomorrow maybe. We'll see. But so far, not much snow down here, and we'll let you know when it does snow. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.
Okay, Byron, we'll see you then. And Fort Worth was one of the first areas to get hit by this winter storm as it moves across North Texas. Channel 8's Janet St. James joins us live from there with more on how last-minute shoppers are dealing with the cold. Hi, Janet.
Hi, let's talk about the wind first, shall we? Within the last half hour, snow started falling here in Fort Worth, but that's the real story, the wind. Look at it. It's almost slicing through the air horizontally. The wind so strong that it almost knocked our camera down a few moments ago. I can't imagine the stuff sticking to the ground because it's blowing so hard all over the roads. But in South Fort Worth, about an hour ago, a snow-sleet mix had begun falling. This is outside a Walmart and McCartan and Sycamore School Road video, if you can pull that up for us. Bundled up shoppers you can see hurrying to get their last-minute Christmas Eve purchases home before the more serious weather comes through.
Is it beginning to look a lot like Christmas?
It is. It really feels like Christmas. This is miserable.
But it's fun, isn't it?
No, not when you're shopping. Milk.
You came out of this to get milk?
I did. Milk and a few extra little gifts for the last minute, and vegetables. Nice to see you. Yes, it is. It is. Merry Christmas.
And it is beginning to feel a lot more like Christmas, at least temperature-wise, with some delightful snow flurries in the air. If only the wind weren't so strong and I wouldn't have to keep my back to it so I could look at it head on. Reporting live from Fort Worth, Janet St. James, Channel 8 News.
Don't let that wind blow you over, Janet.
Yeah.
Stay with us. More coverage of this winter storm blanketing North Texas when News 8 Midday returns right after this. here. So you say we're expecting between 1 and 3 inches of snow in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah, and you get up along the Red River, you could be looking at 4 or 5, maybe 6+ inches of snow. So Jennifer's going to have that snowfall update in just a second. But what's really interesting about this storm, a very powerful winter storm, is that we have blizzard warnings in effect just to the northwest of Dallas and Fort Worth, okay? And that could occur here. Blizzard warnings, you know, you're looking at winds of 50 to 60 miles an hour is what's in the forecast. So blizzard warnings, that criteria is much lower than that. But I'll tell you what, Cynthia, it's going to be an interesting afternoon here. An interesting Christmas Eve afternoon for sure for all of North Texas. And right now it's interesting for some of you. Take a look at that. Some snow's already falling. Folks up in Denton are saying, Pete, we have snow falling right now. Well, there it is on the radar, depicted, of course, in the white. The brighter areas of white are showing some heavier snow. So some snow showers, some snow flurries happening in Denton County. Just a little bit of rain right now, mixing in with some sleet over on the west side of Collin County, right along the tollway from Prosper to Frisco. So some rain, some sleet, even a few flakes of snow happening right now in western Collin County. Dallas County, mainly rain. You saw Byron Harris outside in downtown Dallas just a minute ago. Mainly rain there, but a few pellets of sleet and also a little bit of snow will start to fall in downtown Dallas shortly. That is occurring in Richardson, also in Carrollton, some rain, sleet, even some snow mixed in right now. And then in Tarrant County, Bedford to Grapevine, Keller, we're already seeing a little bit of snowfall. You saw Janet St. James in downtown Fort Worth. It was windy. She's dealing with 20 to 30+ mile-an-hour winds, but also the snow is starting to fall in Fort Worth, mixed in with a few pellets of sleet. A little wider view right now of the radar. Check out what's happening to the west of us. And as you look in Montague County, down to Wise County, into Parker County, that is all snow. I know the kids are loving this right now, and it's going to continue to snow in some locations, especially north and northwest of Fort Worth, some very, very heavy snow. That's the fun part. The problematic issue that we're going to deal with are the winds, the very, very strong winds, and that's why blizzard warnings are in effect, and Jennifer will have those details on that in just a moment. Let's take a little wider view, because from Henrietta to Jacksboro to Mineral Wells to Grayford right now, heavy snow continuing to fall, heavy to moderate, I should say. Already Eastland, locations in Eastland have picked up. Eastland County and Eastland itself, several inches of snow. Parts of the county have already seen 3 inches. Parts of Stevens and Young County have picked up 2+ inches of snow, and Abilene is dealing with snow as well. So that's the latest. That's what's happening out there right now on the radar. Let me take you to downtown Dallas on our tower cam, and that tower cam continues to show the rain with a few pellets of sleet. That's what's occurring outside right now. Live picture right now, and you can see a few flakes of snow. This is a live camera in downtown Dallas, so already that little mix is happening here in downtown Dallas. Let's go to our Victory Park Tower cam if we can, and our Victory Park Tower cam shows a fairly similar picture. Some rain and snow falling right now in downtown. No road problems at this hour, so that's some good news, at least in downtown Dallas. The next one I want to go to, do we have our Love Field Tower cam up? Our Love Field Tower cam will show a fairly similar picture. Again, we're looking right now in Dallas County, but that Love Field Tower cam shows the rain, a few flakes of snow, all occurring at this hour. That's Love Field. Now let's head a little farther west and let's go to our DFW Tower cam, where temperatures right now are at 35 degrees, and they will continue to fall. So the mix that's occurring right now will change to all snow in the next hour or two. Denton County, let's head to downtown Denton, and that's where we have our Denton Tower cam, and that tower cam is showing all snow. Hard to pick up the courthouse there, but that's indicative of the snow that's falling and the winds that are blowing, because all snow right now in downtown. It's been 12 years since they had a white Christmas in Denton, and they may have one this year, so I think everybody's looking forward to that. Temperatures are falling, and as we take a look at what's happening right now with our satellite and radar picture, that satellite and radar picture tells a very nice story. You can see where the storm is right now, wrapping itself up, but look at the snow. Oklahoma, northern Oklahoma, all the way up into Kansas and points north of there. That extends all the way down into the portions of the Panhandle, far west Texas. Abilene still seeing snow. Childress, it's still snowing. Heavy snow right now in Wichita Falls. And take a look at the low. Here's our surface low. That's the system itself, but here's the core of the system. That's our upper level low. So the combination of those two, the upper level low especially, that's what's providing the lift right now, and that's also what's providing the impetus, if you will, for the snow that's falling. So with those 2 features features in place. That's our temperature at DFW, but look at Wichita Falls. It's 26. It's 27 right now in Abilene, so obviously cold enough for all snow. This isn't an icing situation. It's just plain snow. That'll be fun for the kids. Well, great day for it to happen. The only better day to see some snow would be Christmas Day itself, but a good day for that to occur. And again, the problems, though, are the sustained winds. I show you the winds in Childress right now of 36, 28 in Lubbock, 26 in Abilene. I show you those strong winds, 29 in Wichita Falls, because those winds, that's what's moving toward us. Right now, sustained winds at DFW are 21. We have gusts to 29, gusts to 35 in Wichita Falls, 40 in Abilene, 46 in Childress. So do you see the problem that will present with blowing snow, those strong winds, 40 to 50 mile an hour winds with gusts even higher than that? That will also help the ground, especially the bridges and overpasses, cool down even faster. So that's what I'm concerned about mid to late afternoon, are the bridges and overpasses that could have some icy spots start to develop. You combine that with a quick burst of heavy snow, and no doubt you will have some problems as you head out a little bit later on today. And Jennifer, those are some snowfall totals for us, more to the north, right?
That's right. Thanks, Pete. We talked about the snowfall in the region today, and with the temperature yesterday near 70 degrees, it's going to take a good 3 or 4 hours of steady snow before it really starts to accumulate. So these snowfall totals, they look optimistic with 1 to 3 inches locally, but keep in mind this is after it's all done later this evening and into tonight. We have 1 to 3 across the Fort Worth and Dallas area, as well as McKinney. May see a little bit more for Denton and up to the Red River, 3 to 5, 5 plus, especially from Wichita Falls up into central portions of Oklahoma. And notice the dusting to 1 inch. Basically the entire viewing area, we already are watching the snow try to push into Waco, and it will also push into our southeastern counties for the afternoon. So 1 to 3 inches, we've already seen it for Eastland County.
If a white Christmas was on your wish list, Merry Christmas, everybody. And it's all thanks to a Christmas Eve snowstorm that's moving across North Texas. Good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock. I'm Tracy Cornett.
And I'm Doug Dunbar. It is the Christmas Eve that a lot of people are going to be talking about for years to come.
Meteorologist Larry Mowry has been monitoring the snowstorm all afternoon, and we know all of our viewers, hopefully, hanging out with us this afternoon as well. What's the latest out there, Larry?
Well, the snow continues to fall from about a line from Denton to Fort Worth and points to the west. In Dallas and McKinney, it's been just some light rain mixed with some snowflakes, but it's been to the west where we've seen the accumulating snow. And as you can see on the radar, it's still snowing in those areas where we've picked up a ½ inch to an inch in Fort Worth, up into Denton, with higher amounts as you track towards Decatur and parts of Parker County. Even to the south into parts of Hood County, Erath County, we've seen 1 inch to 2 inches of snow. Here's a close-up look, though, where the snow is falling, and it's coming down pretty good at a pretty good clip here in the mid-cities, back towards downtown Fort Worth, up towards Roanoke, into the Benbrook area, and then down towards the Granbury and Cleburne area. Still some pretty good snow coming down in this general area. To the north, more heavy snow from about Azle to Rome, up towards Decatur, and where you see that darker gray on the screen, that's where we've got some heavier snow falling, and that's going to be moving off towards the east. But one thing to take note of is how these heavier bands of snow, as they approach Dallas, they are falling apart, and they're not nearly as intense. Once they pass downtown Fort Worth, they really begin to fall apart. And the reason for that is we've still got some dry air sitting right over Dallas and points to the east, and as this moisture hits that drier air, it just evaporates some of those snowflakes, and we're not really seeing the intense nature of the snow like we're seeing in Fort Worth as you travel eastward, because that dry air is really doing a number on these snow showers as they're pushing to the east. However, from Fort Worth to Denton to the west, we've still got at least a couple more hours of snow to get through, with additional light accumulation possible. Another ½ inch to 1 inch of snow here in Fort Worth up towards Denton, and also to the south, our southern neighbors here, Hamilton over towards Stephenville, up towards Granbury. You could pick up another ½ inch to 1 inch of snow as yet another pretty good band develops here between Hamilton and Stephenville, and that's moving off towards the east. Let me show you the temperatures. Let's go to our live Doppler system here, because I want to show you these readings that we're getting at the moment, because we're now down to 28 degrees in Fort Worth, 31 in Dallas, and upper 20s as you make your way up towards Denton and into the Gainesville area, where it's currently 28 degrees. Now, this is important because whenever we see temperatures drop into the upper 20s, especially 28 degrees and lower, that's when we start to see some freezing occur on the bridges and overpasses. We had that one report of an icy bridge over 377 in Benbrook on the southwest side of Tarrant County, and more bridges will start to ice up over the next several hours as temperatures continue to drop into the upper 20s. In fact, as you make your way up towards Decatur and in Denton. It's 26 in Decatur, 28 in Denton, 28 degrees right now in Gainesville. So with this cold air coming in, the snow still falling, and the roadways being wet, there will be icy spots the rest of this evening and overnight tonight from areas from about Fort Worth to the west. And then as we go through the overnight hours where it's wet, where we've got some wet roadways in Dallas and Collin County, we will see some slick spots as temperatures area-wide drop into the low 20s overnight tonight. I've got an hour-by-hour timeline of our temperatures, and when the snow moves out, I'll show that to you coming up in just a few moments.
Larry will chat in a little bit, so he's going to work on that. Meanwhile, we do have crews all across our area to update all of you on the latest on the conditions from Fort Worth to Dallas and every place in between. Let's get underway this afternoon with CBS 11's Joel Thomas. He's been parked in Fort Worth for most of the day today. Joel?
Well, as Larry said, those bands may be breaking up as they come into the Metroplex, but it's not enough to make things more comfortable here in Fort Worth. It is very cold right now, and probably the worst part of the conditions are not so much the wet weather as it is the wind. It makes it feel bitterly cold. Take a look here across the parking lot here at Montgomery Plaza, and you can see what I'm talking about. Plenty of snow, moisture in the air, and the wind is just whipping that snow across the parking lot, moving it almost horizontally. We saw a lot of traffic here earlier as people were coming in to do their last-minute shopping, but that has tapered off here in the last hour or so, and the people that we do see out here are running to and from their cars and enjoying the snow, but only in very brief moments of it because it is very cold out here at this point. One of the things that we are keeping an eye on that we want to talk about are some of the surface conditions. I actually spoke with somebody who said they had a brother who was heading out to West Texas, got just west of Mineral Wells, and said he spun out twice and had just phoned him and said he's coming back. He's not going to try the trip out further west. What we're looking at here are some of the surface temperatures. Now the ground, as Larry was saying, actually remains warm and hasn't melted off, but the concrete as we're standing here right now on this thermometer shows it at 27 degrees. So obviously if it's an overpass without the warm ground underneath, you're looking at some conditions that could cause some freezing. So definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Right now the roads here though are passable. People seem to be doing their business and getting home so they can enjoy this snow from the best possible place, which is inside where it's warm. Reporting live, Joel Thomas, CBS 11 News.
Joel, thank you. Of course, this weather is creating problems for people trying to catch a flight in or out of the area. CBS 11's Chris Salcedo is live at DFW Airport with more on this situation out there. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Tracy. We've been covering the weather pretty much all afternoon long, and every time we come out here to DFW Airport, the situation kind of changes. Have a look outside right now. Last time we checked in, the snow had lightened up quite a bit. Now it's coming down pretty heavily and pretty consistently, and the wind's whipping things around. Come back inside of the terminal, and it looks like, well, it looks like Terminal C here at DFW Airport has settled down for a long winter's nap. It's not very busy here at this point. We'll go up to the big boards and show you what's happening today. And a lot of these boards showing that blue text, and that means some of those flights have been canceled. We're under a ground delay program here. That's due to low visibility and poor weather. We're told 2-hour and 20-minute delay on average for flights. Some de-icing is occurring, and we're going to get into why that's important here in a second. 135 departure flights canceled out of 900 today. Some of those flights canceled are inbound from other cities. We don't have an exact number on that. They've got the concession plan in place for folks coming here to DFW that may have to camp out a while, so they'll have the vendors here open to at least provide some kind of a meal. We talked to David Magana here from DFW Airport. He told us why the de-icing of the planes adding so much time to those delays.
You know, through most of the day, that accounts for about 80 flights an hour. And so that's more than one a minute. And when you're adding 20 minutes of de-icing time at a minimum to that, you know that you're going to have to take some flights out in order to reasonably meet the schedule that you want.
Now, coming up here at the bottom of the hour, we'll let you know we are hearing some of these horror stories from all delays here at DFW Airport. We'll get those to you here after 4:30. Live at DFW Airport, Chris Salcedo, CBS 11 News. On to CBS 11's Arzo Dust, who's over near White Rock Lake this afternoon. And Arzo, we painted the picture a little bit earlier, not nearly the amount of snow and wind over there as on the west side of town this afternoon.
No, but that's all changing because we're actually finally starting to see snow falling again, picking up, and really kind of hard to the point where it stings when it hits your face. But at this point, if you look at the ground, nothing has been sticking yet. Now, earlier, the flurries were nonstop for a few hours around Dallas. The snow, certainly a welcome surprise for many. At Mockingbird and Abrams, the parking lot was packed with last-minute shoppers hitting the grocery stores before Christmas. And really, no matter who you talk to, the one thing you kept hearing over and over, finally, it feels like the holidays.
You know, I just was feeling kind of all grumpy and like bah humbug until the snow started. Now I'm all excited. Yeah. We haven't had a white Christmas in Texas in forever.
I'm actually kind of enjoying it because maybe for the first time in forever, we might get a white Christmas. So I'm trying to look like I come from a place that might be used to this stuff, but I'm not. So it's, so far, since I don't really need to drive out in it, I'm going to enjoy this, I think.
Now, if you are driving out in this, as far as Northwest Highway goes, drivers have been taking it pretty slow. At one point when we were headed this way from Mockingbird and Abrams, the snow was blowing so hard that it really was hard with the visibility. But at this point, drivers taking it slow and really watching out for some icy patches, especially on bridges and overpasses. Live in Dallas, Arzo Dost, CBS 11 News.
And now to Denton County, where the snow has been falling consistently since about noon today. As the winds continue to blow and the flakes continue to fall, shoppers continue their business of finding those last-minute bargains. Selena Hernandez joining us live from the Golden Triangle Mall in Denton, which is still hustling and bustling, although it may be emptying out a little bit, Selena. It looks awfully cold up there.
It is cold, Tracy, and I'll tell you what, this snowstorm has certainly picked up within the past hour. Take a look out here. You can see the snowflakes swirling around. Of course, what's made a big difference here is the wind. You know, we've measured wind gusts here with a wind measuring instrument. Wind gusts up to about 10 miles per hour. Even still, as you can tell by the looks of this parking lot, that's not stopping shoppers from hitting the mall. Now, there's no shortage of shoppers braving the cold and hitting the stores. We found several people ill-prepared for this frigid cold snap. Some we found in t-shirts, and they tell us that this storm simply caught them off guard, considering we were just in the 70s yesterday. But everyone we spoke to tells us the snow isn't going to stop them from their last-minute shopping. In fact, some say the snow just adds to the holiday spirit.
It's overwhelming, I guess. Well, it's just because, you know, it never snows here in Texas, and then it's a white Christmas finally, like the first time in my life. So
it's a fun day for those coming out and braving the temperatures. Now, the good news at this hour is that a lot of this snow looks awfully pretty, but it's not sticking. That's because not until recently, like within the past hour, have temperatures here fallen to the freezing level. And according to this instrument here, the wind chill feels more like it's in the 20s. We've been out here all day, and we can verify that it's darn cold out here. We're live in Denton. Selena Hernandez at CBS 11 News.
Well, believe it or not, there is quite a bit of traffic out there for a Christmas Eve. I can attest to that, driving in like at 2 this afternoon. There was a ton of traffic out there. Jack Fink live for us on the High Five with more in High Five Mall Central to the north and to the south. So I'm sure you've seen a lot of cars today.
Well, Doug, we are getting some very strong wind gusts up here right now. Still light snow, blowing snow that reduced visibility for a little while, though it seems to have cleared up just a little bit. But for now, traffic here at the High Five interchange in North Dallas continues to move well. No icy conditions that we're told on any of the main freeways in the Dallas area. Now, a little earlier this afternoon, you could see we received those heavy, thick snowflakes in Dallas. And now, because of the falling temperatures and the ongoing light snow, the city of Dallas says it will be initiating what it's called Ice Force 1 at 5 o'clock, about an hour from now. It's sending out 30 trucks filled with sand, but the city won't be spreading the sand on the streets until the roads actually freeze. So far, it's still too warm for that. Crews are going to be on standby all night. Now, we spoke with some residents most happy with the snow on this Christmas Eve, and they say they are not too concerned about driving on the roads.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake?
Piece of cake.
How come?
Well, there's no ice, a little bit of snow in the air, people are wet, people are courteous. It's a great day.
Slow drive, very slow this time.
Now, we also spoke with TxDOT in northern Tarrant County. Crews pre-treated the highways with liquid magnesium chloride to prevent ice. In southern Tarrant County, along with Dallas, Collin, and Denton counties, TxDOT crews have been on the lookout for icy and slippery conditions. The same goes for NTTA crews. They say they are ready to go if necessary, but at this point, no problems out here on the High Five, at least not that we have seen so far. It is getting very windy, though, out here. Live in Dallas, Jack Fink, CBS 11 News.
All right, Jack, thank you. And we do want to take a look as we go to break here. Some of the photos that you've taken and sent in to us, please upload these on CBS11TV.com. That looks like my grill from the backyard. Got to put the cover on it. But no, that's from Arlington.
That thing will cook just as fine when you fire that thing up. Don't you worry about that snow on top of there. Thank you so much for the photos this afternoon, sharing it with us. You can always, as Tracy mentioned, send them to us via our website. We've made a real easy upload link for you there, but we always appreciate the interaction because we cover as much as we can in North Texas, and with all of you out there, we can get it all covered.
That's right. We certainly want to get your neck of the woods. So we take a look at Jacksboro and now the Colony. See, that's the kind of stuff we want to see. Little snowman making some snow angels. If you can stay warm enough, just stay inside if at all possible and keep it right here on CBS 11.
Not nearly as bad. Collin County getting a good portion of our Christmas Eve snowstorm. We want to get an update for all you folks living in Collin County this afternoon. Carol Cavazos is there with the update on what's happening. Carol?
Well, Doug, we were going to show you some pictures of kids out here playing in the snow. Nobody out here right now. There were some kids out here earlier, but you know what? There's just not a whole lot of accumulation on the ground right now. As you can still see the grass. And just about 2 minutes ago, oh, these big flakes started coming down here. So this is some pretty good snow right here. But see, it's coming sideways. So it's pretty windy out here, and that makes it seem even colder. So we did get some pictures earlier of some kids sledding, but I tell you what, they did not stay long. So the situation out here is that it's begun to snow again. Big, nice big flakes, but still pretty cold, still pretty windy. In Plano, Carol Cavazos, CBS 11 News.
And as we've been telling you, things will only get worse. The farther north you go, this is what conditions look like in Oklahoma City. Freezing rain, sleet, and snow have all combined to make a mess in that part of the state. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected in the metro area and more as you head farther north.
And heavy equipment and shovels. That's what they need in Fargo. Residents there using whatever they can to dig out after all the overnight snow. But Fargo, North Dakota, they had 4 inches overnight. That's nothing.
That's Zippo.
That's a drop in the bucket for them, but they do have a lot more in the forecast, so there's more on the way for them as well.
And a slick morning for commuters in Chicago today. I know, called my dad up there. He said the same thing. Freezing rain coated nearly everything in sight. Of course, they are more used to it than we are. Flood warnings also in effect for the area since another inch or two of rain is expected for tomorrow.
Let's check our own roads around town, see what's going on. Jane Slater is here, and Jane, as we've seen throughout the afternoon, East Side, Fort Worth, and points north have been the real trouble spots so far.
Yeah, some real trouble spots, and even downtown as we look over here, 635 and Harry Hines Boulevard, as you're coming from the west heading back into the city, you can see here real limited visibility, still very slick conditions. This area has seen a number of accidents throughout the day. Go ahead and show you some other cameras as we look around the city. Really, these conditions are getting a little bit worse in the sense that it is very slick out there and it's getting colder. So if you're driving out there around the area, this is just an area to be mindful of. We'll go ahead and we'll go to our maps and just show you some of those accidents. We're going to start west, and I'll just show you really where all these accidents are beginning to pump.
Areas of North Texas. To the east, it's just not happening. We've got some light drizzle and some light rain falling, but from this particular line from McKinney to Dallas and east, there's still a lot of dry air sitting in this particular part of North Texas, and as this snow moves into that drier air, it just evaporates and